Brew Crew is now back at home after a rough road trip that we had there in the previous episode, playing against the Guardians and against the Blue Jays. And today we're just happy to get things going for ourselves and kind of reset things for the team and, of course, for DeShawn King. Welcome back to another episode of MLB The Show, Road to the Show with DeShawn King. Yes, we're in episode number 30 today, and we are back home for a series against the Giants. And I believe we also have the Mariners in town as well. So we got two West Coast teams in town here for this matchup here as we get ready for this one. And of course, like I said, we got the Giants first here today. As currently Giants right now, you see there we're playing against them. We got a 3-game series against them, and of course we have a nice 3-game series against Seattle. Right now, the Brew Crew right now just a game back behind the Reds, and of course there you see the Dodgers. Dodgers right now 16-28 at 12 games back of the Dodgers, who are first place in the NL West, and the 2-game winning streak right now. And of course, out of the last 10 games, the Giants are 3-7. So they would like to try to turn things around and get things going for themselves. Right now, we're currently 25-18, second in the NL East, or excuse me, NL Central, and just a game behind the Reds. And of course, DeShawn and the crew were leapfrog, or could leapfrog the Reds here in this series here against the Giants today. And so that's what we're hoping we're looking for. Now you see here we got some new upgrades as well here, as we've been trying to upgrade our guy, and we can go as high as probably I believe like 75 overall with a nice little upgrade here. So we're going to try to upgrade our fielding. I want to try to upgrade our running, but right now we just don't have any good upgrades there for us. So let's go out here to the ballpark here as we're back here at American Family, getting ready for today's matchup against the San Francisco Giants. Right now, Giants up by 2. We have a runner on board with nobody out, and of course DeShawn has been struggling as of late here at the plate, as he has not been hitting very well, and we're hopefully trying to get things going in the right direction. In the last episode there, we see he swings for that pitch there. He didn't do so well there in that series with the Guardians. He was 2 of 8 in that series, in that quick 2-game series there. We did split that series there with the Guardians, but his appearance at the plate, like I said, as of late, has not been a good one, as he can go ahead and grounds out in that 4-6-3 double play. And of course, that is not like DeShawn getting those situations here. And of course, a lot of people, especially the media, local media, are talking about maybe this young man's not ready to be called up here to the majors just yet. Maybe he needs another 2 or 3 months of seasoning there in AAA, then maybe get called up right before the All-Star break. Well, right now, he, of course, wants to try to prove everybody wrong the other way around. As you see him skies this one over to right field. This one's going to go back, and it's just going to be warning track power, as there's still 2 remaining there with 2 out here in the bottom half of the 4th. So San Francisco up by 4. We'll move on now to the bottom of the 7th. We'll see what he can do here, as San Francisco up by 7 now, as he's got nobody on and 1 out. So Sean Molina has been doing a good job here keeping this young batter here at bay, not letting him go around here. And of course, there you see that hitting streak is on the line right now. It's kind of questionable right now. He's at 12 games. We'll see if he can try to move it up to 13 here. As now we'll see here, 1-0 count, and he'll take another pitch there. That sinker inside, low and inside. So again, DeShawn just trying to find his way here. And like I said, as of late here, since a couple episodes ago, he's been kind of just kind of gotten away from it. He has had that spark that he's had in his back in his bat before. And of course we've seen that. We've seen him have a little slump there and there last season in AAA. But now coming up to the majors here now, it just hasn't been the same. And it's a little different here, as he's seeing the ball game a little more faster. It's not going at the pace that he was really looking forward to, and of course that happens to a lot of players when they go up from Double A, or in this case AAA, up to Double A. You do have a little bit of a gap that you got to try to learn, and you got to try to learn it quickly. Bottom of the 9th, no score still yet for the Brew Crew, as they're still down by 7. Ball's going to be hit over there to the second baseman for the ground out. And that's going to be pretty much probably it there for King. And any chances for the Brew crew to try to get back in this one here. As we end up losing this one here. We end up losing game 1 of this series. And a final score of 7-0. As end up going 0 for 4 this ball game. And of course that hitting streak now ends at 12 games for King. So that means we have to get a chance now here to start a new hitting streak here for him. And we'll try to do that here against Logan Webb. Let's take a look at Webb's numbers here. 88 overall, A potential. 27 years of age, 6'1", 220 pounds from the Golden State of California. And there you see his numbers there, 61 2/3 innings of work. 46 hits, 22 runs, and 20 of those were earned. Gave up 6 home runs so far this season with 16 walks, 47 strikeouts, ERA of 2.92, and of course a whip of just near 1. And there you see his WAR, of course, near that bottom. Not a good WAR there at 1.1 right now so far this season. So here we are, 25-19, as we get ready to come back out here again for another ball game here at this beautiful ballpark at American Family. And we'll try to see if we can get back on the right track here and get back onto winning after losing the first game of this series. So again, things first game didn't go our way. We still have time to turn things around here in this series and try to get this series back in the direction we wanted to go to, which is obviously get a win and of course pick up a win here, and of course pick up this game 3, the rubber match of this series. So now we're down by 3 here at the bottom of the second with nobody out and nobody on here. And of course a dynamic challenge now coming up here for King as the bases are empty. And he has a chance now to try to earn some extra cred here for himself and some more extra abilities for his skills here. As we'll see what he can try to do here. As he'll take this first pitch there. That's a slider inside. Good eye there on that one. As he'll take strike number 1. So you see the current standings right now in the American League West, or in the National League West, and Dodgers, of course, taking a huge command there. You see King swings that one, checking his bat, make sure there's not a giant hole in it. 0-2 count here for King, trying to be a good leadoff hitter here, and not so much there on that at bat there, bro. As Webb gets him out, as we do fail the challenge. Go to the bottom of the 4th. We'll see what he can try to do here. Down by 2 runs. Bases are empty, nobody out, and King's going to go after that swing there, and again, going fishing as he comes up empty on that first swing. 0-1, looking for the next pitch, and he'll take this one there. Can't really do anything much with that one. He needs to straighten it up as that sinker gets away from him. So now looking at an 0-2 count here, he's going to have to look for a pitch low because that's where pretty much he's been pitched at so far here, and pretty much the Webb's really trying to take advantage of that here as he realizes that Kings can't really straighten anything out. So now 0-2 after that foul ball. We'll see a pitch here, and he's going to crank this one here high and deep. That's going to go out to left field. That is going to go back, and it's going to be warning track power near the out-of-town scoreboard. And that's going to be out number 1 here in the 4th inning. So now bottom of the 6th here, tie 3-all. We'll see with 1 out. King's going to take a pitch there low and away from him. I noticed here lately, and of course talking to King about that, he said that he's noticed that as well, is they did a good job here getting him to chase low and away. As he's get a piece of that one there. If he could just straighten that one out, that ball would have been definitely in a gap somewhere. 0-2 count now for King. As he will chip this one away, and that's going to be a foul ball on that sinker, low and inside. But yeah, talking to King here, he says, that's something he's been trying to focus on, trying to, make sure he can close that up. He knows that's one of his weaknesses that he really needs to focus on here, and maybe he can get home on that a little bit more, and not chasing here. Then they'll have to figure out another place for him, another place to pitch at to him. As we'll see here, this one again, that one more down the middle but low. As that's another foul ball. So he's doing a good job here, fouling this off and really making Webb work here. 2-2 count. And this one's going to be popped over to left field. That's going to drop down out to shallow, excuse me, out to shallow left field for a base hit. So good hit there from King as he gets himself on board with 1 out. So we'll see what Gio can do now here to help him out, as there's now a runner on board with 1 out. 2-2 count here for Gio. As King getting off the back here just a little bit. And of course we'll see the pitch. And this one's going to be popped right in front of the plate there. Nice play there for the pitcher to get to this one, and that is going to be out number 2 as they get Gio out there quickly as he try and get down the line very fierce. So now Tyrone Taylor up next. Now coming up here for the Brew crew. Still tied 3 apiece, 2 out. A hitter or a pitcher's count here, 1-2 count. That one's going to get hit, popped up there to the first baseman, who has no problem tracking this one down, and that is going to retire the side, leaving one stranded. So Brew crew tried to get something going there in the inning, but unfortunately they're going to come up short, as they're now short here by 2 here in the bottom half of the 7th. So now runners on the corners now at first and third with 1 out. Excuse me, the pitch, and that is going to be strike number 1 there on King, as King's got a .333 average right now with runners in scoring position here. So it should be in his favor here to get something going. Oh, there you see the first baseman dives, misses there. Runner would come in to score. That's going to bring in the game within 1. And now we're looking at a 1-run ball game here in the bottom half of the 7th. But we'll take a look and see there is an injury, and that is on Guzman, the first baseman for the Giants, as he is going to be taken out as he tweaked his knee, and he is hurting. So they're going to have to bring in a new first baseman, and Sabol will now come out here, take over first base. And tough break there for Guzman, as now we'll see what we can try to do here. So let's try to take advantage of this new first baseman out there and try to get a rally going here with now 2 on and 1 out. This one's going to get popped out there to high, deep center field. Not deep enough to bring to advance the runners there. And that's going to be now 2 away here for the Brew crew. Or I should say on the Brew crew there here with 2 on and 2 out. So now Tyrone Taylor up to bat next here. He's having a rough day here, 0 for 2. He popped up back in the 6th inning that we've seen him in. We'll see what he can try to do here in this situation. Base hit could definitely bring that runner in from second to score and tie this ball game up 8 apiece. As this one gets launched out there, that's going to go back. It's going to go deep, and it's going to be hung up in the air, and that is going to be it for the inning. As Tyrone Taylor tried to do his best there, maybe try to hit that one off the wall, and he could almost brought 2 in if he could have did that, but unfortunately no runs are going to come across the plate there, as we're still down by 1 as we're looking into the bottom half of the 9th. 1 on, nobody out here for King, as he'll take the pitch, and that is going to be out, or it'll be a strike number 1 here on him. So far looking pretty good here in this game 2 of this series, as he takes another this time he takes a pitch there. That's going to be outside, forcing fastball. 1-1 count. Looking for this one. This is going to dribble down right down the first base line, and the first baseman has no problem to tag the bag there for the easy unassisted out, as there's now 2 away here, and that might be the last chances for King to do anything, which it will be the case. Excuse me, that's King and the Brew crew. Brewers will end up losing this one 8-7 is your final score. 8 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors for San Francisco. 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors from Milwaukee. King was 2 for 5 in the ball game with an RBI and 2 singles here in the game. Of course, Webb had a nice go there for himself. 7 innings of strong work there for him, and of course, picking up the win. So we'll go to the 3rd and final game of this series here. We'll see Blake Snell on the hill. And of course, he's been around for quite some time. He's been on a couple winning teams, and we'll see here 84 overall speed potential. He's been in the league for 7 years, 31 years of age, 6'4", 225 pounds, and from Washington State. He is a one of the best upcoming pitchers out there in his generation of players. And of course, there you see the numbers there so far. He has been 9 games so far, 9 starts, and of course he is 1-4 for the season right now. So he is hurting a little bit. He's been pitched in 53 innings of work, gave up 49 hits, 23 runs, with 22 of them being earned, 4 home runs. He's given up 21 walks. He struck out 51 so far this season with a 3.74 ERA and a whip at around 130. And of course, we're going to try to see if we can try to take advantage of this, him right now kind of limping around this season, and try to see if we can get something going here. Because these are type of pitchers that a batter like King right now, who's kind of getting, kind of not looking pretty good right now. He needs advantage of this. Of course, there you see his WAR at 1.2, so his WAR's not that great. So this would be a good opportunity for King to get his bat rolling and get things going here for himself, and of course to really get his team get some victories here. Because if his bat's not rattling, his bat's not producing runs, not necessarily home runs, but runs, especially runners and scoring opportunities, which he's really good at, then we could be seeing a lot of trouble being set. So we'll have to see how things go as we go in this rubber match here today. As you see, we definitely need this game here. Not necessarily a rubber match here. This is basically avoid getting swept out of our own building here today. As San Francisco has already taken the first 2 games of the series. So let's try to make sure we don't get swept out here at American Family. As we'll see King on the plate here, and 2 out, and he'll take the first pitch there, forcing fastball high and up for strike 1. So Snell's job, of course, is really just trying to shut down King as best he possibly can, slow him down in this lineup, and just try to make sure they can bring home a W and sweep the Brew crew out of their own house. So 0-2. We'll see what we can try to do here. Is he'll pop this one, get a little piece of this one there to down the right field side of the near the dugout there. As we'll see him get another piece there, as that one's going to be low and away again. Again, King says he knows that's an area of focus that he needs to work on here, and that's what he's trying to do his best. As we'll see another 0-2 count here coming up, and we'll see this time they're going to try to change his eye position here, and they do a good job here as he got him pop that one up, and that is going to be it for the inning. So San Francisco gets out here pretty easily with no runs being across the plate there. Go now to the 5th inning here, bottom of the 5th, nobody on board and nobody out. San Francisco up by 2. King up to bat here already, 0 for 1 here today. Had that pop out as he goes chasing after that forcing fastball high and away. And there you see right now he's first in the on the Brewers squad right now with an average around somewhere around 360. As he skies this one there, and that is going to be foul ball. As fans start to get up on their feet now here, realizing they could see a home run here. 0-2 for King. As King gets a hold of this one here, that's a perfect. And he finds a spot out here. Now can he find a area he can drop that ball? And then he does. As that's going to be a nice stand-up double there. Good swing there from King. And he's able to find a gap out there, get himself a double. So nice job for King, getting himself on the base paths here. Now let's see if he can get himself on the scoreboard here. And let's see what Murphy can do for him in this at-bat. So Murphy up next here. Murphy 0 for 1. 0-2 count as he'll swing and misses there, and that's going to be out number 1 there here in the bottom half of the 5th. As Snell gets himself out of that, get himself away from this batter here. Just drives that one right down the middle. Good pitch there. Can't get too angry about that. It's just bad timing there on Murphy. So now Tyrone Taylor now up to bat next here. 0 for 1 here for him as he's got a 1-2 count. That ball's going to be a dribbler there to the to the third baseman, and they will get the runner out there first as Taylor running down the line. As Welker makes a nice play there to first. He could easily tag King, but King avoided the tag. So now we'll see what Nick can do. He has an 0-2 day. And we'll see here. This is going to be a little piece shot out to left or right field. This is going to be hung up in the air, and that's going to be it for the inning. As they leave one stranded there at third. No score for the Giants here. We're still scoreless after 6. Go to the bottom half of the 7th. And we'll see what we can try to do here. 1 away. Nobody on board here for King. King, of course, looking for a shot here to get a rally going here like he did in the previous at-bat. We'll see if he can do so here. As he takes the first strike. And he'll take strike number 2 there. That ball, 4-seamer high and up. Chin music there a little bit there. 0-2. He pops. Going to pop that one off. And that's going to be a curveball there inside. Looking at 0-2. So 0-2 count here. Not too good for him in this situation. He'll crack this one over there to the second baseman who hustles. Makes a nice play. They get the ground ball out. And that is now 2 away here for Blake Snell. So Snell looking pretty much on cruise control here in the 7th inning. As we go down to the bottom half of the 9th. We start to come back here. We get the game tied up 3-all. As we'll see what King can do here. Of course, a 1-for-3 day. And of course, he would like to find a nice pitch here to kind of drive one and put one over the wall. Or maybe if we can find a pitch here and try to find a gap out there, get ourselves in scoring position here and hope and pray that someone will be smart enough and be talented enough to bring us home. As we'll see there, he'll take another pitch there. That's going to be now 2-0 count. So we got a nice hitters count here. At some point here, the pitcher is going to have to give us something. Hopefully we can take advantage of it as we see a cut fastball low and away. Makes it now a 2-1 count. So still hitters count. King still is going to get some kind of a good pitch here. As King now here looking at the 2-1 count pitch. That one's going to be hit over there to the second baseman who's going to make a nice throw there. And a nice 4-3 put out. And that retires King here and then at bat. So we could be seeing extra innings. But nope, we're going to see that we are able to go. Wow, we're able to scrape up the 1 run that we needed. So nice job there from Milwaukee as they scrape up the 1 run we needed. And make it a 4-3 ball game and get the winner. Nice play for them as we get the victory. 4-3 is our final score here as Brew Crew gets a beautiful victory. So now we start looking at here. We're getting ready for this next game here. This next series coming up against Seattle, the Mariners. Of course, we don't see them too often, if ever. But right now, we're a game back of the Reds right now. And like I said, man, if we could have just took one of those 2 games, one of the 2 games that we lost against San Francisco, we probably would have leapfrogged over the Reds. Because right now, the Reds are not playing too well. They got a 1-game losing streak. Of the last 10, they are 3-7. So definitely could have used that one of those other 2 games we had against the Giants and could have used a win off of that. But Mariners, here they coming into town. Right now, they're riding a 1-game losing streak right now. They've been playing some pretty good baseball right now. 7 of 3 out of the 10 games. 7-3 right now for their 10 games there. Gilbert is, of course, going to be the pitcher. And right now, I believe they're 6 games back in their division when it comes to the NL West. And, of course, they are 28-18. And looking up at the Astros in that division. M's just finished the series against the Diamondbacks where they won the first 2 games of the 3-game series, but losing the last one in a huge blowout of 11-3. And now it's our chance now to take on Logan Gilbert, who will be the pitcher here today. And, of course, you can see his numbers there. So we'll try to see what we can do against Gilbert. Of course, we'll see the George Kirby and Robbie Ray as well possibly in this series. Of course, if you guys want to check out a nice series with the Seattle Mariners, you guys definitely a little segue here. You guys definitely go check out my March October series over on the 2nd channel. I'll leave a link down below in the description as well as up in the eye, so you guys can check that out. It's been a fun series, and it's been a lot of fun playing as the Mariners, and I'm really thinking about that might be the team I might have next year for like a quick rebuild series there on maybe on this channel. If not, probably would be on this channel. It won't probably be on the 2nd channel. We'll probably be on here on the main, or there on, I should say, what am I saying? This is the 2nd channel. probably on the main channel as we're on the second channel here with this series. So definitely go check out the series here on this channel. It's on here on ESGNet Plus LP, and definitely go check it out. It's a lot of fun playing as a doing the whole. I love that mode so much. It's a lot of fun. But so we'll go back in this game here. We'll see. I think we got a nice base hit there, and it's he had played some defense there. We'll see now what we can do here in this first at bat. As we'll see the Mariners, of course, there you see their division right now, and King here slapping this one here out there. He's trying to find a gap out there to right center field, and yes, he does find a gap, and it's going to hop over the fence for a automatic ground rule double. So that is lovely to see that happening here. As we'll continue on now, 0-2, and we'll see what we can try to see if one of our teammates can help us out. As Willie Amos, as he'll swing and a miss there, and of course he got a smile on his face there, but he's really hoping that he could have got a piece of that there against Logan Gilbert, and unfortunately he's going to have to go back to the dugout here. So Gio up next. We'll see what Gio can do as runner on second here. Of course, a base hit will definitely score a run here in this situation here, and of course puts up by 2. But there's going to be a swing and a miss there, and that is going to just leave West stranded there at second base. So now we move on now to the bottom of the third. Runner on second, and with 1 out, we'll see what King can try to do here, as he has runners in scoring position. Obviously, this is a nice dynamic challenge, and we'll see if we can achieve this challenge here today, as we're up by 2. And of course Seattle trying to get this game back into a better standing than what they have been here, as have been giving up quite a bit of hits here. And of course King want to add on to that. Ooh, that one was right down the middle, and he could not connect that one on. Bad timing there on his part. But yeah, the Seattle Mariners series that we have here on the channel, the Road to October, is a lot of fun. We're almost halfway. I think we're a little halfway through it, almost finishing up that first season there. So we'll see how things go if we can make it. I think we got a good chance here. I think we can get to October and get to the playoffs. But we'll just use DeShawn King there. Not so successful in that last at bat. We'll see what he can do here in this one, as he's got a runner on board. Still up by 2 here for the Brew crew, as that one's going to be fouled off to the right. So strike 1, as Logan Gilbert, of course, like I said, been giving up quite a bit of hits here. Getting a little trouble right now, and he's trying to get himself out of here, as he gave up a hit already here in the bottom of the 6th. Still no outs. And Gilbert here's 79 pitches now into this one, as he swings and misses there, as he gets King to swing and take a little spin, and it's King is going to have to now go back to the dugout, thinking to himself what he can do here in this next at bat. So now we'll see Sadler. He'll be up to pitch here, as they'll bring in a new arm against King, as King is now 1 for 3, and King swings and misses there on that high cut fastball, makes it now 0-1. So 2 out, nobody on here. Try to get a rally going here, and it's easily, can be done. As King again goes, he goes chasing there on that one, as that cut fastball is outside, 0-2. King needs to be more focused here on this at bat, and as soon as I say that, he is going to end up just go chasing there on that curveball. As we take a look here and see that we do pick up the victory, as we win this one 2-0 against Seattle. So we get the opening series here. This is what we like to see there. Opening series. That means you got control of this, how this series is gonna be played. And nice job for King, as he goes 1 for 4. Not the greatest. We've seen him do better, but today 1 for 4 compared to how he's been playing here as of late. He's 1 for 4 here today in that game. So we'll take a look at George Kirby. 9 games he's been in so far here this season. He has a 5-2 record with 55 2/3 innings of work, 59 hits, 22 hits, or 22 runs. 19 of those were earned. 5 home runs he's given up. 13 strikeouts with 33 walks, and of course a 3.33 average ERA. And of course he has under 1 in his WAR. So he has been struggling here a little bit here this season. And today we're trying to see if we can pick up our 28th win this season and try to see if we can go 2-0 in this series against Seattle. So we had a good showing last time around. Of course, King would love to do better. I think the team overall would like to do better, score some more runs, especially late in the ball game. But we'll try to see what we can try to do here today with 2 on and nobody out here to start off in the bottom half of the first. Good opportunity here for King to get something going. As that ball's going to get away from the catcher, and both runners are going to advance up 90 feet. So now we have runners in scoring position now at second and third, and a good opportunity now. I see Cal there really upset with himself there, not going to be able to get that lead runner out. We have a good opportunity now for King to now drive home those 2 runs and put 2 runs up on the board, and of course get himself in scoring position as well. So we'll see what he can try to do. So he takes the pitch there. That's a sinker going inside. It makes it 1-1. So now 1-1 count here for King. Still good opportunity now to drive in those 2 runs. King going to chop this one here, and that's going to get him thrown out there at first. But he is going to be able to trade it out for a run, as a 1 run will come across the plate, and it's going to be a 1-0 ball game. Of course, leaving 1 stranded there at second. So King up next here, as he'll come into the inning here with 1 out, nobody on. As Kirby here now going to pitch outside there, that 4-seamer. They're just clipping the zone there, and enough there to get the strike there for strike number 1. King looking at 0-1 count here, looking for that pitch outside, but now they go inside there, and that 4-seamer low and inside for 0-2. So now what do you do in this situation here? Well, King decides to do a good job there, and he gets a good opportunity there to take that pitch there. We'll see what he can do now. Oh, he goes chasing there on that 14 fastball away, and that's what's going to eat him up and retire him at that at-bat. So now here we are in the top of the 4th here. Bases are loaded, 2 out, and a 2-2 count, so 2s are wild. And Seattle up by a run. As that one's going to drop down here, King, and he's going to have to go chasing here as 1 run will come across the plate. Make that 2 runs come across the plate. Make that 3 runs come across the plate. As that's a nice double there for the Seattle hitter. And now Seattle's taking this lead now, up by 4. So now down the bottom of the 5th here, down by 4 with 2 out. King has now a chance here to get something going. As you see, runner on first here, the dynamic challenge here. We'll try to see if we can, we got 3 choices here. We're going to try to see if we can use a power swing to advance the runner. So let's see if we can do that. That's King. You see his teammate getting checked over there at first. So Seattle trying to play it close here. Kirby got a nice, comfortable 4-run lead here, especially here in the middle innings, and trying to keep this ball game where it's at for at least until he can get a new arm coming in here, some relief. 2-2 or 0-1. That one, trying to get King to chase, but King knows better there, as he knows that they're just trying to get the trying to catch the runner, trying to steal. So now 1-1 count for King. And, of course, King looking to make sure he can do something here, trying to find a pitch as he tries to go chasing after that one. That's a slider low and away. 1-2 count now. Kirby, of course, trying to keep the batter at bay. And he gets some go chase after that one. That 4-seamer. And King just was too gullible to go after that one there. He goes for it. Swings and misses there. And that's going to be it for the inning. As we go to the bottom half of the 8th here, Seattle tacks on 2 more runs, making it now a 7-1 ball game. So now with 1 out, nobody on. Good chance now for Kirby to try to he could really close this game out. if he depending on how well he does here in this inning. Just needs 2 more outs before the ninth inning, and he could walk out of here with a good, nice win. Look at the pitch here. This is going to be a pop-up, and that's going to be out number 2. So King here struggling a little bit. He knows that next pitch here could be his last. And so this is going to be a swing and a miss there, and that's going to retire him. And that could pretty much is going to be the ball game there. Seattle able to win this one. As we'll see what the final score is in just a bit. Seattle pulling off the victory here, getting this one. But we do come back in the ninth inning. Unfortunately, come up short. Get 4 runs come across the plate. We end up losing this one 7-5 is your final. Seattle 7 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. For us, 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors there in that one. So we go to the third and final game of the series, and that is going to be we'll be facing off against Robbie Ray, who I just brought up from AAA in our Seattle Mariners March-October series. And there he is, 80 overall, B potential. He's been in the league for 9 years, 32 years of age. So he is a seasoned veteran. 6'2", 225 pounds from Tennessee. And the volunteer here, going to see his numbers here. 3-4 for the season so far. 54 pitches of work he has done. 56 hits he's given up. 32 runs. All 32 were earned. 8 strikeouts. 25 strikeouts, 22 walks, and 6 or so home runs he's given up this season. Of course, his WAR at .5. So, yeah, he's had some trouble with the limited start he's had so far. I think he just recently got called up. But, nonetheless here, we are looking for to get back in this driver's seat here in this series and try to end the episode in a right way here. As we came up short in last game, but we do not want to come up short again here. We don't want to lose two series in a row, back to back, against 2 teams that we hardly ever get to see. So let's go see what we can try to do here. As King takes the first pitch, and that's going to be a low fastball inside, 0-1. Next pitch here is he gets a hold of this one here. That's going to go down the third base line. That's going to be a base hit, and that's going to put him on board with 2 away. So good job there from King as he gets himself on board. So take a look at the replay here, and this one just hugging right down the line. Nice hit as he's going to be take a look at here in slow motion. Yeah, it's inbounds. That's a fair ball. So now almost we'll see what he can do here. Big Will with now a 3-1 count. So he has a nice hitter's count. We'll see if he can continue that here. As we'll see the pitch, and he will take the ball 4. That's going to put him on board with now 2 away and now 2 on. So now good opportunity here now for Tyrone Taylor to step up here and bring home a run or 2. So 2-2 count here for him. 2 out, 2 on. 2s are wild. He's hitting 225 right now. That one hitting right down the first baseman. That is going to be a simple play. Unassisted out there for the first baseman, and that retires aside, leaving 2 stranded. So now bottom of the third. Bases are empty with 2 out. Seattle has not scored just yet, so still a scoreless ball game. King up to bat next here, 0 for 1. And he's going to drop that. That one's going to drop right there. It's going to be out of the zone. Ball 1. King gets a hold of this one here, and it's a perfect. And you can tell the way how he swung that bat. He know he got every single stitch of that baseball. That ball's gone. Home run there for DeShawn King. Home run number 4 for him in the majors this season. And Milwaukee takes a nice lead here, 1-0. Talk about a swing here. Look at this. Just gears back and just rockets it just right up the middle, over the center fielder's head and out to the center field wall. Look at this. Just swats right at it. No problem. A little bat flip and everything. And there you see, that is going for a ride. That is definitely going to be a souvenir for somebody out there. And I'm sure someone's going to get a hold of that there, looking for him after the ball game to get a signature. So now 1-1 here as Seattle decided to rain on our parade, tie this ball game up now. Bottom of the sixth with one out and nobody on. And of course, King would love to try to get back into another opportunity here now to get another home run and try to make it now 3-1. But we'll see what we can get here. And 0-1 count. And gets a little piece of that slider there outside, as that's going to be now an 0-2 count. So 0-2. King looking for a pitch, and that one's going to go inside. He's looking for an inside pitch, I guarantee you, but not that far inside. So now 1-2 count here for King. And as we'll see, Robbie Ray here, he's got to figure out something. Slow down King. I think he found this one as he gets King to pop this one up, and that is going to be out number 1 for Milwaukee. So Milwaukee looking pretty good, looking strong right now. We'll see if they can keep it up as they do so. And they put up 2 more runs on the board here. Take a look back at the 3rd inning here. We just see that home run. And he just put some oomph in that bat. And that's where this Milwaukee club's looking for the gentleman. They seen it down there in Nashville, and they're hoping to see it here in Milwaukee if they can just get things going right for him. Right now, it's kind of slow for him to start off the season. Down by 2 here for Seattle, as Milwaukee trying to add on to more of this lead. 2 out, nobody on here for King. And let's see what we can try to do as they pop this one there. That's going to be a cut fastball outside. Makes it now 0-2. So in this situation, got to be a little more patient here. Look for that pitch. And again, not so patient there on that one there, as that's a cut fastball. Sadler gets out of the inning, and Seattle is breathing a sigh of relief here. They didn't have to give up any more, and hopefully they can try to get back in this ball game here. As we take a look here, yes, we pick up the victory. Nice job. As Milwaukee will hold on to the win, and they'll win this ball game here 3-1, and they will avoid the getting swept out, or at least getting lost in this series. So we do finally pick up a win here in this episode here, win a series at home, and that'll end our home stand right now as we pick up 2, win game 1 and 3 here in this game. In this episode here today against the Mariners. So, yeah, been a tough time here for us as we're just a game and a half back behind the Reds. And actually, we have the Reds coming up here in a couple of episodes. So, we got to start playing we got to play really good here leading up to that series. So, as we come back in episode 31, we're going to take a very nice road trip. We're going to take a California trip. We're going to do some California dreaming, California loving. As we head up to the north side first, we're going to head up to Northern California, take on Oakland and the Oakland A's in a 3-game series against them, a nice little weekend series. And then we have a opening weekend, or the start of the week, work week there against San Diego, as we'll finish off that road trip there in SoCal. So that'll be coming up in the next episode, you guys. Episode 31, we'll have that, and we'll try to see what we can do. And hopefully, maybe if we get back on the road here, maybe that battle could get rattling here now. We've seen a little bit of that here today with King, but hopefully, maybe that's something maybe that's a spark that we need as we go on the road here, and maybe we can get some nice road wins to help us out. But we'll have to find out coming up here in the next episode here with DeShawn King. So if you guys did enjoy today's episode of Road the Show with DeShawn King, guys, stick around for more. We'll see more of him all summer long. But if you guys did enjoy it, please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new, and hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any other video or series that happens to drop here on the channel. And also don't forget to check out our other Road Show characters as well on the main channel. We got several of them over there from past Road Shows. Especially most of them are now on MLB 20, and I'm still playing that game. Yeah, I know. But nonetheless, they're a good series, and I think you guys are really enjoying them. We're like I think each series has like over 100 episodes, So yeah, a lot of fun. I love playing Roadshow. It's one of my favorite modes in the game. Besides, obviously, franchise is my favorite by far, but this definitely started to climb up there to be the favorite. That and March and October. So stay tuned for more, guys. As we're gonna have more Roadshow here with DeShawn, King, and many others here on the channel, and of course over on this main channel over on ESGNet. But as always, guys, have a great day. Keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you all next time.